Hi, beautiful seedlings. Welcome back to the Green Sage. And if you are new here, thank you for joining us. Today's reading will be Which Disney Queen Has a Message for You? And I randomly just pulled out our box of DVDs that are in the crawl space because we don't even use DVDs anymore, right? Everything is all high tech and online. But these called to me today and I chose these. So I hope they resonate with you as well. Per usual, we will have option 1, option 2, option 3. You can find the timestamps listed in the description box if you would like to fast forward through the intro. Otherwise, if you want to stick around through the intro, I will explain how tarot pick-a-cards work. All right, let's jump right into it. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel if I resonate with you, if this video makes you smile, brings a little cheer to your heart. If you are new to tarot pick-a-cards, I'm going to explain how it works. We have 3 options. You can choose 1 option, 2 options, or all 3. And I will relay your message via using tarot cards and oracle cards and my intuition based on the individual or multiples that you chose. And how do you choose? You use your intuition. Your intuition is that little nudge in you that you don't always pay attention to right away, right? It's that first instinct, I want to say. So maybe you were drawn to one of these right away. Maybe one of them had your focus right away. That would be your intuition trying to get you to focus, right? But it also doesn't have to be that difficult. You could also just choose by going 1, 2, 3, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You could choose one because you grew up on Tinkerbell and you love Tinkerbell, or you grew up on Mary Poppins or Queen of Kataway. Whatever it is, the way you choose is your authentic way, and that's how you're meant to choose. So there's no right or wrong way. So as I said before, timestamps for each option will be listed in the description box. You can find your timestamp and then fast forward to your selected pile, or stay around and watch all 3. Hello, pile 1. If you chose Disney's Mary Poppins, this will be your reading. This is the 50th anniversary edition. That's very cool. I remember watching that when I was a kid. I loved it. Mary Poppins was just so magical to me. And, you know, actually, I know why I probably chose this one today. My bird feeder has been empty for about a week now or so. And I keep getting messages to go out and feed the birds. I keep seeing different commercials on TV where they're talking about bird feeders. Okay, the birds are out there chirping right now at me. I'll take that as validation if you can hear that. And the Mary Poppins song, Feed the Birds, keeps coming into my head. Do you guys remember that one? I loved it. Feed the birds, Poppins a bag. So I don't know, maybe Mary Poppins would like you to go out and feed the birds, or take some time out in nature to just sit and listen, ground yourself into the earth maybe. You know, it's where I'm at. I hope it's going into spring in Minnesota. You know, sometimes we get the fake springs, but you don't get to get outside as often because it's cold out and the ground is frozen. But it's starting to look a little bit better out now where I'm at. So if you're able, maybe get outside and put your feet in the dirt or just on the ground, your bare feet just on the ground, I mean, for as long as you can, until it's too cold for you to remain out there. You'll have to look up the full science yourself, but there's science behind the earth actually being very grounding for us. There's like negative ions or something. Yeah, look it up. Look it up. But there's science into that. Okay. Your first cards out are positive affirmations. 41 reduces to a 5 in numerology, so that means change. Her affirmations say, I don't know if you can read it, I love myself, I choose love, brave and beautiful, healthy, happy, worthy, grateful. And her third eye is wide open up there. The Queen Mary Poppins here. I get that she was not a queen, but she is still a feminine energy. And, you know, we're being called to embrace our feminine energies and balance them, bring balance to them, which is why I was drawn to the Disney characters today. She wants to remind you to do your positive affirmations. Whether that is you've never done them before, you need to start. Or you started them, but maybe you've fallen off. Get back into it. And if you've been doing it, then keep it up, because it's bringing change about. It is opening your third eye even more. It's strengthening your aura and your auric field and your intuition. The next card out, 51, reduces to a 6, sync with the moon. And this card even has moons on it too. The moon has to do with intuition. It has to do with knowing. Having a deep knowing about what is being hidden, right? In the moon's shadow. When you're in this full moon phase, everything is illuminated. You can see clearly. There's so much clarity there. But as the moon progresses, it's almost as if we lose part of that sight. And maybe this is a message. It is a message to say, around the full moon, I want to say that you were super tapped in, tuned in, like getting so many messages, and it was just like boom, 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 maybe. Like you knew exactly what everything meant. But as the moon goes through its phases and the shadow phases, right? It's almost as though you can see, or as though you know less and less intuitively. But I feel like with her hand over her heart, you still have a deep knowing of where it is that you're headed, where it is that you're going. You just may not be able to see all of the steps and all of the pieces. And, okay, Queen Poppins here is wanting to tell you that this is a phase of your intuitive gifts, right? This is your intuitive gifts and abilities will almost seem to wax and wane with the cycles of the moon. but you will still have this deep knowing. And during the times of the darker phases, the not so light phases of the moon, you have to still sink into your knowing and remember who you are, not to doubt yourself during the times where you feel less connected, where you feel like you are not as in tune or understanding as much. I hope that makes sense. Let me know if it does. During this time, during these phases where things are not so illuminated in your life, continue your positive affirmations. That is when you really need to pick up on your positive affirmations. That's typically a time where we probably stop our positive affirmations, right? Because we're like, well, we're getting all the answers right here. We know exactly what to do. And the thing is that we still know what to do to keep ourselves in tune, to keep ourselves in balance. But we let, okay, now I'm getting how it relates to the 3D world. Okay, sorry guys. It's in super hyper spiritual mode for a bit. And you might be a super highly spiritual person, and maybe that's why you connect with me. And maybe that's why you chose this pile. But if you are not a highly spiritual person, this is saying that there are times and phases in life, just like the moon, where things will be in full view and illuminated, and you will have clear sight and knowing. And there are other times in life, just like phases of the moon, where not all aspects of things are illuminated. You don't know all aspects of things. And during those periods where we can tend to begin to doubt ourselves, you might be in an energy of self-doubt or worrying about what's to come next. Maybe you keep trying to go within and use your third eye and use your intuitive abilities to figure out exactly what comes next. But you're not meant to know. You're not meant to know everything during those times. And the answers that you need will come. But at those times, make sure that you focus on yourself and you love on yourself, because that is how you keep the channel open. I want to say, if you get into anxious, overthinking energy, so that's the vibe that I'm feeling, that is when you close your channel to your intuitive abilities. That is when you close off your ability to navigate life more smoothly and to not react to things so bigly. Is that a word? I don't even know. But I hope it's making sense. I'm trying to make it spiritual and more mainstream so people, yeah. Anyways, when you close off that channel with low vibe energies like anxiousness, overthinking, doubting yourself, negative self-talk, it's like you took a scissors and you cut the connection to creator, to the collective, to your inner knowing. So during these times, well, and it's hard to like regain a connection, right? It takes some time. So if you don't want to continue going through these phases and these cycles, then you have to learn to always keep that channel open. Thank you, birds. They're validating this, so I hope you're getting it. To always keep that channel open by loving on yourself, by not doubting yourself, by knowing that in life, there will be times when you know exactly what to do and you can almost sort of predict the future. But there will also be times when you have no effing clue what's going on. But learning to find peace and stillness in those moments will help you progress quicker because you have the 5 to the 6. That's you moving forward. And Spirit just sent me the song Spoonful of Sugar. So maybe listen to that song because that is what this is about. It's about finding a sweeter way to take the medicine. It's finding a sweeter way to learn the lesson. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, the medicine go down, the medicine go down, right? Find something sweet in that moment. Maybe give some sweetness to yourself in that moment. I don't know. I'm just saying the messages as they come. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. Okay. I just spent way too much time just on those. Okay. I like this though. This is why I take so long on it. I love doing this. Next card out. Oh, look at that deep knowing in reverse. Didn't I say that? This is why I love doing this. 4, 5, 6, 7. That is the next step. Right? You have 5, 6, and now this is your 7. And since this deep knowing came out in reverse, I will read that. Since it has a protection message. I feel like that deep knowing in reverse, I feel like that is you're doubting yourself. That's when you start to maybe talk yourself out of doing things because you start to get scared because you fear the unknown. And during those times, Queen Poppins here wants you to know to love on yourself harder. Give yourself those positive affirmations because deep down, you know what's up. You know what's coming up for you. Intuitively, you know where you're headed. Okay, but let's see. Protection message. You are in empathy overload and need to get grounded again, so tune out for a bit. Hypersensitive, you're suffering from psychic exhaustion. This signals a time for a recharging of your batteries. Set energetic boundaries, take a salt bath, empty your mind, and get back to you. It's not a time to be too open. Soon enough, you can let your guard down. Right now, you need self-care and self-love. It's time to say no thank you to anyone in your life who exhausts you. Won't that feel good? Yeah. Just like the moon, we go through phases where we need to love on ourselves more, pamper ourselves more, protect our energy from other people. And that's usually when we're growing, right? That's usually when we are transforming. And you know what I want to say? Oh, this is so cool, guys. Bottom of the deck energy was 1 with abundance planning. And then you also had the Fates, 17, which would be your 8. I feel like you're starting a new chapter in abundance. And I feel like you know that. You know that there's something coming in for you because it has been fated. It has been written for you. Maybe even by you. And you're starting a new beginning with that one. That's pretty freaking cool, guys. All right. Your card out is gratitude. 36 reduces to a 9. So if I were to take that 8 card, you would have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1, which could also be a 10. That's pretty cool. You are progressing. You are transforming into something new. And I feel like you have been manifesting a new beginning in abundance. And you've maybe slowed down your progress a bit, because when you get into these cycles, you start doubting yourself and you close that channel. And then it takes a little bit to dial that channel back up, you know? It's not high-speed internet with the divine, right? You got to dial up. You got to wait. They got shit to do too. You know? But Miss Poppins here is coming to help you learn this lesson. To learn your cycles of behavior, I want to say. To help you break out of this pattern. To help you find a way to make the medicine go down a little bit easier. And the way you do that is with gratitude. This pink rose. Maybe go out and buy yourself some pink roses. Don't wait for someone else to buy you flowers. If you know that there's some that you want, go get it. Get yourself some pink roses. And practice gratitude. Find gratitude in every moment, especially those moments when you're doubting, when you're worrying, stressing, upset, confused, all those low vibe energies. Try to find gratitude in all those moments. Try to become so aware of yourself that you can catch yourself in those moments and bring yourself back to center. Bring yourself back to your heart space. And maybe that's a trick. Maybe when you find yourself in those moments, that's when you say your positive affirmations to bring yourself back to you. Bottom of the deck energy, a new start is coming. What did I tell you? Your new start is on the way. Don't block it off anymore. Keep that positivity going. And then under that, you had a new romantic cycle begins. So very cool. I feel like there's something probably from this recent Libra full moon that you maybe did a lot of release work around. And that manifestation is coming in sooner than you expect. It might be with the new moon in Libra. Okay, so your card's out. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. You might be a Leo. You might have Leo placements. This is don't let your ego get in the way. Don't let the negative self-talk, the negative, just the low vibe energy, the anxiety, the overthinking, the worrying, the not having faith in the universe, not trusting in the universe. You got to let that go. It's time to turn over a new leaf, right? And once you do, the blessings will come rolling in for you. I really don't like to give readings like that, but all signs are pointing to that. In my opinion, I am HO. Next card out is the energy is gaining momentum, waxy moon. Exactly. When you keep that focus, keep that positivity, keep that channel open, you allow spirit, you allow the universe to really give it a cosmic push. But when you close the channel and then have to restart it, it's like they have to sit there and wait for you. And sometimes it might roll back down the hill because they have to go tend to other things. right? So you do your part by keeping the channel open, keeping that third eye clear and free of low energy, or free of negative thinking, negative thoughts about yourself, about others, about your situation. Just live in the moment and be positive and love yourself and know that what you have seen come in, I want to say, because we have all of this purple here, you've had a vision of something. You've had a deep knowing about something. It's going to come in, but you have to stick with the process. You can't let the energy stop. You have to keep it open so it can gain that momentum. Next card out. Prosperity lies ahead. Okay, once again, like I said, I don't like giving those messages, but when they come out like that, you kind of have to read it as you see it, right? Prosperity could be anything, right? It could be a relationship, a marriage, having kids. It could be financial. It could be an inheritance. Could be you getting a new job that you love. It could be anything that you consider prosperous and abundant. Abundance is different for everyone. Where should I put these? Okay. Let's move this guy. Next card out is conclusions. What's on my card? Conclusions are within reach. So that was that ending that's coming that I was feeling. That's whatever this cycle that you have been in, that you have maybe been trying to manifest, that you maybe tried to manifest a while ago. Maybe you did some abundance planning a bit ago, or you're being told to do some abundance planning now. And once you do, it will come in. So you can take this reading either way. This could be the first step to getting you onto this path to help your manifestation come in, or you could already be on this track and your manifestation will soon come in. Next card out is you are good enough, full moon in Virgo. Believe that you are good enough for this beautiful manifestation that you have been wanting to bring in for some time. Believe that you are deserving. That's that positive affirmations. Maybe you've had some blocks. Well, you've definitely had some blocks around whatever it is that you are here asking about. And spiritually, the feminine energies wanted to come in and tell you to remember to love on yourself, to remember that you are safe and protected, and that you already know. You already know what's coming next. And you deserve it. You know that this thing that this new beginning, this fresh start that you have been praying for, it's finally on its way to you. And maybe the momentum kept stopping because you did not think that you were good enough. So you're either being called to do that work now. Yep, you're being called to, oh, that's your 10, you guys. Oh my God. Ooh, spirit they get me like this. Everything is fine. That's your 10 of swords. 5, 6, 7. 8. Yep. That's crazy. You guys, with the bottom of your deck energies, you have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and a 1. You're at the final stage. You're seriously there. It's time to get out of your head. It's time to stop with the negative self-talk, the low self-esteem, the repeating the things to you that maybe other people once said, or revisiting the feelings that other people once made you feel, it's time to let it all go. And if you haven't been working on it, this is your signal to start working on it. Because once you do and you stick with it, it will be the end of the cycle. If you've already been working on it, this is to let you know that your new start is right around the corner. That's so very cool. So, bottom of the deck energy is 6 of Wands. You will be victorious in this, whether you are just at the very beginning of this or almost near the end of this journey, of this cycle, this phase of your life. You're about to be victorious. So pile 1, I hope this resonated with you. Please let me know in the comments. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you next time. Bye. Hello, pile 2. If you chose Tinkerbell and the Legend of the Never Beast, this will be your reading. I love this Tinkerbell. My kids never got into it so much, but I loved it. I loved the Never Beast. And if you don't know this story, it's about a creature that is awakened every so often, and it comes back to help the fairies, but they don't know because the history got lost. It got destroyed. And Fauna, I believe that's her name, this one right here, she is an animal fairy, and she is devoted. She's one of a kind. She has a rare gift when it comes to the animals. Same like Tinkerbell. She's one of a kind when it comes to her gifts. But in this story, it's mostly about Fauna and about how she had to trust her instincts, go against the grain, and do what she felt was right, even though she knew that she may get in trouble for that. And she had some loyal friends by her side who helped her along that way. And then she had a moment of self-doubt. But then in the end, she remembers who she is, and they save Sleepy Hollow. I believe that's the name of where they live. I don't know if anything in that message resonated with you at all. 2:22 on the clock as I say that. You might want to, might be interested in looking up angel numbers 22 and 222 and master number 22. There might be some meaning in that for you. Or it could also just be validation for you that you chose the right pile, because you could be seeing lots of repeating numbers. But I will take it as a validation that I was on the right track with what I was saying. Oops, that's too many. Yeah. So also the Never Beast. Fauna named him Gruff because he looked gruff. He appeared gruff, acted gruff. But once she really got to know him and learn him, he was so freaking cool. So I feel like there may be a message in there for you to possibly not judge books by their cover. To trust your instincts. And to know that there is support around you. I said there was too many cards last time and Spirit gave me 4 cards again. Okay. Your first card out is connect with your womb. 15 reduces to a 6. So first off, you don't have to be a female to connect with your womb. We all have the sacral chakra, right? Let's read the card on this one. Let's read the card on this one. I don't know. Ooh. I bring my dreams to life, is what it says. I was thinking about how to explain the sacral chakra to people who may not have wombs. But yes, that is what it is all about. It's about where you birth your creations. It is about your creativity, your fire, your drive, your passion. Meditate on drawing forth the creative energy of your womb, your mother's womb or the cosmic womb. This will help you gather insight about the creations that the universe is calling forward from within you. By opening up this intuitive dialogue with your womb, you will also understand what needs releasing. Rest one or both hands on your lower belly and send loving energy to this space. Ask your womb, physical or energetic, the following questions. What creation wants to come forward through me? What energies are stored here? What womb traumas within me or from my lineage need healing? If fertility or birthing is in your energetic field, take this time to tune in deeper to your womb as the vessel through which new life can enter this realm. Ask your womb how you can support it in healing or in carrying a new life. Listen carefully to the answers that reveal themselves. Journal prompt. What feelings, thoughts, and beliefs do you associate with your womb and why? So, I wanted to say Queen Tink. Queen Tink, right? She's a fairy. She's all about magic and creativity. And she's a tinker fairy. So she's all about creating. I feel as though there is something that has been nudging you, slowly itching at you, that you should be doing if you haven't already set out to do it. You're either in a beginning stage of just beginning to think about it. Maybe you realize you're not happy where you're at. It could be in a job, could be in a relationship, could be where you live, could be with the people around you, romantic or not. Whatever it is, there's something in you that has been trying to come forth, that has been trying to be birthed into this physical 3D realm. Whether that is getting up and moving somewhere. I hate to say it, but maybe that's what they're supposed to look like. These flowers here remind me of hibiscus flowers? Is that like Hawaii? Maybe you've been wanting to go to Hawaii. I don't know. Maybe, the physical travel. Maybe you've been wanting to physically travel. Maybe you've wanted to go to Hawaii or something like that. Maybe you've been wanting to have a child or trying to have a child. But connect with that energy, meditate. Next card out is aromatherapy with 3. I would say this has to do with meditation as well. This has to do with, let me get these straight here. Maybe there are certain smells, right, that can get your creative juices flowing for you. Maybe even help with arousal if you're trying to get pregnant. I don't know. I don't know your life. Smells that can ease tension, right? Help you to relax so you can tune in more. Well, I think I see peppermint, vanilla. I love vanilla. Orange, lavender. But also, I just feel it's saying connect with nature. I mean, the fairies, they were nature fairies. They lived outside. They loved being out in nature. Let's see what else the feminines want you to say. Oh, we got 5 cards, I mean. Nourish your temple. 38 reduces to an 11. You might be interested in checking out Master number 11 and Angel number 11. But this is all about giving your body what it needs. If you're not physically healthy in your body, it's a lot harder to connect to your intuition. It's a lot harder to tap into your inner knowing and bring forth, right, what it is that you know you need to bring forth. I hope that makes sense to you. Next card out is create art. 17 reduces to an 8. Have you been really stuck somewhere, really unsure of yourself on what to do next or where to go or what you need to be happy, what you need to feel fulfilled? If you are, then these are the messages that Queen Tink and Queen Fauna want to give you, the feminine energies. If you've been stuck, it's because you are not in alignment, first off, spiritually, but also with your physical. They go hand in hand. And if you are not getting enough sleep, getting enough exercise, eating the right foods, reducing stress, having fun, it's going to be a lot harder to tune in to your inner knowing. Next card out is Connect with Fire. 12 reduces down to a 3. You have 2 3s on the board. You may be seeing a lot of signs, a lot of synchronicities, like 222, 111, 333, or 33, or 22, or things like that. That is spirit. That's the creator, the universe, trying to get your attention. And I think they're trying to tell you to spend more time on yourself. Connect with yourself. Maybe take some time to block out the outside world. Fauna sort of had to do that. She had to go into the woods, right? And stay there with Gruff and watch him and what word am I looking for? She had to observe him. Maybe that's what you're being called to do. You're being called to take a time out and observe yourself. To bring some balance back in. To repair yourself. To strengthen yourself. Okay, let's see what else we get out for you, because this is a lot of self-care. You might not be in the best place right now, I want to say, and I'm sorry if you're not. And I don't mean like physically, but maybe mentally and emotionally. You might be really doubting yourself, doubting your abilities, doubting your instincts. And that means it's really time to reconnect with your feminine, which is why you clicked on this reading, whether you are female or male. We all have both masculine and feminine energies within us. Maybe have a bonfire if you can do that. Invite some friends over and have a bonfire. You know, so many times we forget that. Actually, I'm not going to say so many times we forget that. Most people don't know that spiritually we need to have fun. That it can't just be work, work, work all the time. And that taking that time out for yourself is not greedy. Taking that time out for yourself is not lazy. How many of us forget to eat during the day? Forget to drink enough water? Take our vitamins, right? How often do we get out of our minds and just like, I want to say like free flow? I feel like that's what you're being called to do right now. That's what the fairies want you to know. The card out that you received is soulmates. Could you be sad over losing a soulmate, or could you be stuck and wondering when your soulmate is going to show? And if you're wondering when this soulmate will show, this soulmate won't show until you do this work, until you connect back to what it is that you want, I want to say, maybe you've had an idea, if this is in terms of relationships, maybe you've had an idea of what a partner looks like, or the way things are supposed to be done. Maybe you've always had an idea of how things are supposed to be done, and now your world has sort of done a 180. And you're being called to find a new perspective on things. Maybe you're being called to find a new perspective in a relationship. You know what? I do feel like let's read your relationship message, because it seems about relationships. It says, consider love in the deepest sense. Love so powerful that you will never be the same, regardless of how long your relationship lasts. Consider friends and romantic bonds so compelling that they overwhelm you with gratitude, or break you open so you will finally claim who you were meant to be. Even a companion animal reminds you that it is you who is being rescued and healed. Pay attention, for you are in the presence of a soulmate, come to guide you home to the real you. Ooh. So maybe you could have been asking about a person. 0505 on the clock, as I said that. Maybe you're asking about when you will meet said soulmate, or you're asking whether the person that you are in a relationship in, if they are your soulmate, if they are meant to be with you in this moment. Maybe you're questioning whether or not to be with someone or to end something in this moment. You're being guided. Yes, first off, yes. This person will be coming in, or they are in, whoever it is, they are a soulmate. I want to say, but you have a choice whether or not to give them the key to your heart. And if it's not a choice yet, or if you are in the midst of having to make a choice, the feminine energies want you to go within. They want you to nurture yourself. They want you to have fun with some friends if you can do that. Do art. Get your creative juices flowing. And then the answers will come to you. Or this person will come into you once you get back to yourself, once you fully unlock yourself, I want to say. Maybe this person hasn't come in. If you're asking about when love will come in, is because you are blocked. Your sacral is blocked. And that's, yeah. That's come up in both readings now, which makes sense since we're doing a reading about the feminine energies, right? Oh, there's so many. Okay, I guess this pile really needs a lot of messages today. Bottom of the deck energy is focus. Reduces down to an 8. The feminine wants you to focus on yourself. Focus on what your body needs, what your senses need. Focus on bringing that love and creativeness to yourself. Maybe creating that tranquility within yourself, I want to say, so that your energies are free and clear to make whatever decision you have to make, or clear to create a clear channel to the soulmate that you've been hoping for. 39 is the next card, longevity. Reduces to a 3. I feel like you're trying to create longevity, probably within a relationship, maybe within a creative endeavor. But this will be your steps to creating that longevity. Remember that when you get into these slumps, when you get into maybe having your heart broken, when you get into losing something that you really loved, whether it's a person, place, thing, animal, those are the times when you really need to reconnect with yourself and go within and focus on yourself. Focus on your self-care. Focus on what brings you joy and happiness and love. And then the answers that you need will come to you. 17 is the next card with regeneration. Reduces to an 8. You have 2 17s on the board. You may be seeing lots of repeating numbers lately. By taking these steps, this is you regenerating yourself. This is you reawakening, I want to say aligning yourself again. This is you learning, I want to say, how to heal yourself over and over again. That's pretty cool. That's pretty badass. That's very cool. Next card out is divination. 14 reduces to a 5. You might be into divination. Maybe taking this time out and focusing on yourself, you might be interested in learning about divination. Maybe that is one of the abilities that you are trying to birth, that you know needs to come out of you. Maybe it's not that you need to do anything in particular. Maybe it's that just the fact that you know that there's more to you than what meets the eye. I don't know how else to say that. Hope you get it. I was called to open the book on this one. It says, Chives, to plant a garden is to believe in tomorrow. Oh, to plant a garden is to believe in tomorrow. Oracle meanings, you are the master of your own free will, aligned with the divine, and at present energies are strong, deep within you to help change your destiny and meet challenges powerfully. If you are going through a challenge right now, this is reminding you of your own power. This is reminding you to take back your power. I want to keep saying that this might be my breakup pile, and I'm sorry if you did. You are right. That person was a soulmate, but they might not be the soulmate that you're meant to end up with. That sucks. I know. Sorry to have to be the one to tell you. But remember that if this is about a breakup, this person wouldn't have been taken away, wouldn't have been taken out of your life if there wasn't something better planned for you up ahead. Rejection is God's protection. And it does not seem like that in the moment. It hurts. Legit hurts. But your job right now is to rebuild yourself. Stronger, better, more creative, more fun, right? And to find peace within yourself until the next moment, until the next relationship or job, whatever this is. Next card out is 44 with victory. You will be successful. Whatever it is that you're asking about, whether that is finding the love of your life and settling down, having a family, starting a new job, but I feel like it's relationships. This is an Aries card, by the way. I didn't say all of them. We have 2 Aries on the 2 Aries and 2 Scorpios. Maybe you and your partner are Aries and Scorpio, or either of you have lots of those in your chart. You'll be victorious either way. If a relationship ends, know that it is because there is something better meant for you up ahead. And if you are meant to get back together, then that will happen as well. But you cannot spend your energy focusing on if, or focusing on the why this didn't work out. Whether it's a relationship or job situationship, friendship, family ship, any ship that you want to put in there. You can't. This was your bottom of the deck energy. The thinker in reverse. Another 44. Wow. Yeah. 2 44s you have. Definitely look those numbers up. 44s to me have to do with stability, structure. It can do with family life. It can do with relationships, and support. If you lost a relationship with someone, whether that's romantic, friendship, or someone from your family that you have been stressing yourself over, thinking about, maybe overthinking about, it happened for your best and highest good. And I'm here to tell that to you. That's what the fairies want you to know. Doesn't mean that person won't ever come back. I don't know. I don't know their energies. You'd have to call and get a private personal reading. My website's in the description box. But I do know that in this moment, they are not meant to be in your life. And that's because it is time for you to make room for something better to come in. Next card out is step out of your comfort zone, North Node. This is your comfort zone of maybe you were in that relationship for a long time. You were at that job for a long time. You maybe always acted 15:55 on the clock as I'm about to say this. Maybe you always acted outside of your character. You were never truly your authentic self around people because you were afraid of how people would judge you. Maybe that's what you're being called here for. It's time to step out of that comfort zone. It's time to do something different so you can have powerful change. Bottom of the deck energy. It's time to do something different so you get a different result. Whether that's in relationships, friendships, workships, whatever ship. What are you doing? What pattern are you repeating? And that's why you need to go within and connect to your womb. Your womb will be able to give you the answers as to the cycles that you keep repeating and why. And that by focusing on yourself, you will begin to do the work to release that energy. Movement, 36, is a great way to shake energy loose, to release it. Okay. Last card's out for pile 2. Last card's out for pile 2, Spirit. It's time to make a change. I feel like your spirit team is wanting to bring in stability and success, longevity, security, whether that is in relationship, financial, home. They're trying to bring that in for you, but they can't until you meet them halfway and do the work of reconnecting with yourself, of figuring out your own behavioral patterns and how they keep you in this cycle. Maybe you've never been one to really be able to open your heart up to someone, to be authentic with people. You're being called to explore why. Your card's out. Knight of Pentacles. Death. And the Queen of Wands. You're being called to embark on this new journey. It's going to be a slow one. It might be a long one. I have to be honest. Of taking care of yourself and putting yourself first, I want to say, and doing the work to do the healing on yourself in whatever area this is. You're being called to regenerate yourself, to build yourself anew. Bigger. I think I said this in pile 1 too, but it keeps coming up. Like, you're supposed to be the new bionic woman or man, whatever you are. Take this situation that hurt you and embark on a new journey, a new path of rebuilding yourself into who it is you want to be. You're being called to, like I said, embark on this new journey and allow this transformation to take place. Allow yourself to become the person that you always knew you could be. Become this queen. Become the queen of your life, of your own story. Become the main character of your own story. No more maybe sitting back and watching other people fall in love and have families and build homes together. You're being called to do the work to get to the core of why you are not where you want to be. And by doing the work, you will begin to release the energy And that will help you transform into this bad bitch queen that we all know you are inside, whether you are male or female. So pile 2, this has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know. I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile 3. If you chose Disney's Queen of Katwe, this is your reading. So, to be honest, I don't remember a whole bunch about the movie. This movie, though, if you have not seen it, it is about this young lady who comes from very, very humble beginnings, right? I mean, very humble beginnings in Africa. And she goes on to realize that she has a rare gift. And that rare gift earns her a lot of recognition. And it helps her to release her family from poverty. It helps her to create a legacy, I want to say, for her family. Maybe that's what you have going on. Maybe you're questioning your legacy and maybe how to break a generational curse or pattern of not having enough. We'll see. Your cards out for self-care are take a walk. 52 reduces down to a 7. Take a walk for me always comes up when we just need to clear our heads, when we need to reconnect with nature, let go of the worry and the stress for a moment. Next card out is aromatherapy. You could have been drawn to pile 2. This is the same. Aromatherapy comes up when we need to clear our headspace, clear our energy fields, release the things that don't serve us. Next card out is 29 with journal, 11. A lot of the times, you might be dealing with headaches, I want to say. But a lot of the times we deal with headaches, it can be energetic headaches because we have so much going on in our mental space that it becomes cluttered. And journaling is the way to get it out of our heads. And for me, when that happens, it's almost like an instant release. So maybe you've been dealing with some headaches or some tension in your head or neck, and you're being called to journal. Put your words and your feelings down on paper and to release them. But also, you can release them outside by taking a walk or sniffing some aromatherapy, meditating and sniffing a certain scent. 3:33 on the clock. You may be seeing repeating numbers. Oh yeah, and you have a 3 here. I suggest you look up angel numbers 33 and 333 and also master number 33. There might be some meaning in there for you. Next card out was clean your space. A lot of the times I know that spiritually, when we are jumbled up in our head and all mixed up, we're overthinking, overanalyzing, worrying about the future, stressing about the past. Actually, physically cleaning our homes and the spaces around us is like a symbolic way of also clearing out our headspace, and that can help. I think the Queen of Katwe here. There was a time in the movie where she really doubted herself. She doubted whether or not she should keep going or whether or not she should even pursue it, because she did not fit in. She came from humble beginnings, didn't have clean clothes, I believe, smelled bad, I think I remember from the movie. And that almost made her want to give up because she just felt so out of place. And maybe that's how you feel where you are right now. Maybe you feel out of place. And Spirit, the feminines, are giving you guides to help you to ground yourself, to come back to your inner knowing, to clear your head, to clear the energies that are maybe causing self-doubt. Your next card out is by the book. 11 came out in reverse. 29 reduces down to 11. You may be seeing 1111 a lot. You might want to look up angel numbers. Oop, I think my kid. Okay, I'm so sorry about that. Pile 3. My son just got home. Okay. I think we're at 11 by the book. And that came out in reverse. Wait for that airplane to pass over. I feel like you are in a phase right now where you are maybe wondering why to something. Wondering if you should do something, maybe. If you should pursue something. And maybe what you're wanting to pursue is not what your family and the people around you would necessarily choose. Or it's not what the people in your lineage have necessarily done, maybe. But you're being called to embark on a new journey of forging your own path ahead. Maybe using your own unique gifts that you've maybe don't even know you have yet, or you are currently discovering. Thank you, birdies, for the confirmation. Maybe you're considering taking some gifts that you know that you have and starting a new business. Maybe you are thinking about pursuing a different field of study, starting a new career, maybe thinking about the first one to get a divorce in your family. Whatever it is, you're either already on the path to thinking about that, or this video might spark you down that path. But you're being called to take the road less traveled. And in order to really figure out what that is for yourself, you need to clear your headspace. You need to clear your energy of everyone else's expectations of you, everyone else's opinions of you, everyone else's judgments of you. You need to clear all of that out, because you can't have clear knowing and clear confidence in yourself when that is fogging up your energy. So you're being called to clear your space, and you will have success. You will have success if you do that. You will be successful if you take the time to bottom of the deck energy here is continuance. I feel like it's maybe something that you started a while ago and maybe you stopped, or maybe it's something that you have been doing that's different, that people have been doubting you on, right? People have not been as supportive about, and you're calling to continue it. You're being called to continue doing things your way because success is coming. Maybe you've already been on this journey, like I said. Maybe you've been thinking about, maybe you've been in the void, right? The waiting period of being like, okay, well, I know I was supposed to embark on this new job. I was supposed to start this new business. Leave this relationship because I knew there was someone else out there, or jump into this relationship even though everything wasn't, I don't want to do that. Even though everything wasn't perfect. Maybe you decided to stay in a relationship even though everything wasn't perfect, right? That's not saying that there was abuse or anything. It was just maybe you had a hard time seeing things the same way because you came from two different backgrounds. Maybe you were the first to marry outside of your race or religion. And you're questioning things. You're being called to get back to yourself, to ground your energy. Maybe grow some peppermint, have some peppermint tea. I don't know. You have 2 peppermints here, by the way, so it might be important to you. Grow yourself a little herb garden of peppermint. Have that around you to sniff on, to eat. It is good for, it's refreshing, right? It re-energizes the system. Okay, this card wants to come out. 3 of Swords. I don't want to end on just this card, so I think I'm going to pull one more. There is something, some heartache that you are dealing with. That is what you are questioning, something that lies heavy in your heart. Like I said, it could be breaking away from your family and the traditions. It could be wanting to be with someone outside of your race or religion. This could be you wanting to study a whole different field than your family wants you to. You know, they could want you to go be a lawyer or a doctor, but you want to be a social worker. Who knows? You apply it to your situation as it fits. You're being called to release the burden of that. You're being called to mourn they're telling you, first off, that it's okay to mourn the situation. It fucking sucks. It's okay to mourn it. It's okay to just want to be alone, is what I'm feeling. Do that. But don't just sit there and wallow in self-pity. You make it productive. Make sure you clean your space. You journal your feelings out. You go for walks. You get in nature. You listen to nature sounds on YouTube, whatever it is for you. You meditate, maybe with some crystals, maybe with some aromatherapy, maybe drink some peppermint tea, make yourself some salads with peppermint in it. I don't know. And once you're able to do that, your full inspiration will come in. You'll be ready to embark on this new journey. And if you've already done that, then you will soon be embarking on that new journey. Either way, there's success all along this path, whether you are just in the beginning stages of, I want to say, going into hermit mode and clearing your space of other people's energy. That could be you just really taking the time to get quiet with yourself and figure out what it is that you want to do. Because you know that the way that your family's always done things, 10:01 on the clock, validation for me and for you. The 10 becomes the 1. It's the end to the beginning. That is you finally releasing the burdens on your heart. Releasing other people's expectations of you. Maybe releasing your expectations of you up until this point. Forgiving yourself. Forgiving others. I guess I didn't need another card on that, but, let's see if Spirit wants to give us. Yeah. They did. Your next card out is the 10 of Swords. Pile 1 got this as well, but they got the other version of this card that says everything is fine. I feel as though you've been in this 10 of Swords energy. You have been beating yourself up about something. There are people around you who have been beating you up about something. And they might not even be saying it to you. It could just be their energy, but you feel it. You know what it is. Trust your intuition. And if you don't feel that you can trust your intuition, then take time out to meditate with some aromatherapy. Take a walk and journal. And the answers will come to you there. They will reveal themselves over time. I feel like this is you knowing maybe that you're not where you want to be, knowing that you are not living up to your full potential somehow. And that doesn't mean that you are not successful. It just means that you know that there's deeper levels to you that you haven't even reached yet. It could be you just wanting to get out and explore the world and do things differently than the people around you. It could be you being afraid to come out if you are LGBTQ+. Sorry, I think I messed it up. But I'm trying. I support all y'all. Support all of us. I just don't get the acronyms right. It's time for you to let go of the things that people did to you, said to you, how they treated you, made you feel, job situations. It's time for you to stop taking on the negativity and the expectations of others. It's time for you, I want to say, to start living for you. not living for those around you, not, maybe most things in your life are great, but there's still that nagging feeling at you that you just can't seem to figure out of, why am I unhappy? Why is this not enough for me? But also that self-doubt of, can I do this? Should I do this? Can I leave my family behind and pursue this? Can I do things differently? Right? Can I be the one to break cycles? Can I be the one to break generational curses? Can I be the one to step up and not step up, but can I be the one to break out of patterns of poverty? Do I have what it takes? I feel like that's you. And the queen here wants you to know that, yes, you do. You're right. You cannot do things by the book any longer. You cannot follow the crowd. Where's the book on that? Oh, here it is. Let's read that for you, since it came with a where is it? Protection message. Protection message says, now is the time for a real change in consciousness as you are incited to revolt. Challenge the structures that are limiting authentic progress. It is not enough to rebel in small ways. This is a call to revolution. Focus on what you really want to achieve, regardless of whether it feels so far outside the box that the established order may reject it. Genius, invention, and transformation are rarely comfortable and less likely to be accepted by the mainstream. It may be time for you to say no to the way of your group, take a stand, and make real changes. It could be that the structure of your inner world is alerting you to the need for a complete overhaul. This is a time for transformation, so let go of the fear of change. Your intuition will lead you through the darkness. There is no turning back. Trust that light will dawn. Epiphanies will surely lead to miracles. That just sums up what I was saying, so I'm not going to break that down. My throat's starting to hurt. This card wanted to jump out for you before I shuffled. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. That just repeats everything I was saying. Step out of the traditional way of doing things and do things your way. Whatever you're doing. Step out of, don't follow what everyone else is doing. Trust your instincts. Trust your intuition. Don't weaken your morals for anyone. Don't don't let the chains of your ancestors, I want to say, hold you back. Okay. Let's see if that one wants to come out. The first one that tried to pop out. I really feel like this one is generational patterns. You are being called to break generational patterns, and that means you're going to have to do things differently than those who came before you. You're going to have to become the new leader of the pack. Okay, we got a lot there. By the way, bottom of the deck energy is Ace of Pentacles. This is you bringing in a new prosperity for yourself and your lineage. This is you maybe even This is you beginning a new legacy. You might be thinking about having children. Maybe that could be why you're all up in your head. You could already have children and yeah, you could already have children. And you're coming up with new ways of income. Maybe long-lasting income. Okay, let's see all of your cards. First card out, a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. You may be in Aries. I think this sign might be Libra. Don't quote me on that though. Whatever you're beginning, it's gonna, I want to say, end and begin with a bang. It's going to be emotional in all the ways. I don't know. I just keep getting the vision of like rams, you know, when they're fighting and they're running and headbutting. I keep hearing that sound like like bang. I don't know. But it's coming in hot is what this wants to know. Once you start doing the work to break away out of the patterns, leave the heartache behind, the overthinking, the anxiety, the depression over it, and come back to yourself, ground yourself, stay in your energy, things will come to an end and a new beginning very quickly for you. Hold your vision, fixed moon. Yeah. Maybe you've already been in this energy of being on this path of trying to break free of generational patterns. And you've been wondering, when the F is it going to happen? What do I do in the meantime? Well, in the meantime, clean up your house, take a walk, and chillax. And stay positive and know that what you have envisioned for your future, maybe something that you wrote down in your journal, it's on its way. It's still coming. And if you are newly embarking on this journey of stepping out of the mold, maybe even breaking out of the matrix, so to speak, saying hold your vision. It's going to be a long road ahead, but it's going to blow your mind once you actually get to the other side. Where should we put these? Okay, next card out is a time to give rather than take. This is a time to give to yourself. This is a time to say no to the people around you. Maybe that's what you're trying to start doing. Maybe you've been a people pleaser and you have realized that it is draining you, that it hurts you, it breaks your heart over and over again. 22:44 on the clock, validation. And you're realizing it's time for a change. It's time for a new love, right? The new moon in Virgo. It's time to heal my heart with this green chakra energy here. Either you're about to embark on that journey or you're already on it. But give to yourself during this time. That's what the cleaning your space, the taking a walk, and the journaling. Those things are usually done alone. Unless you live with people and you go for a walk, then they usually want to come with you, right? Get some alone time. Get into your own energy. Let go of other people's expectations and take the time that you need for yourself. Next card out. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. You have a full moon and a new moon in Aries. It's time to get to work, whatever it is, wherever you are on this path. Whether you're at the beginning of just now realizing or wondering if you need to cut people out of your life or people, places, situations, things, thoughts, behaviors, patterns. Or you're already on this journey of doing it. Either way, it's time to take action. It's time to do the work if you haven't already began, or continue to do the work. And if you are more on a spiritual path, you may have even noticed this cycle. This might be something to take note of so you can learn your cycles and patterns of behavior. I'm all about self-awareness. I am a spiritual lifestyle coach and I teach self-awareness. Because once you gain awareness of self, then you can also gain awareness of others. But my personal favorite, then you can gain mastery over yourself. So people, places, things, situations around you don't affect you. You gain your sovereignty over people, places, situations, and things controlling you emotionally, mentally, physically. Maybe we're on the same path. And then, let's see. Let's move this here. Your next card out. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. That's you doing things differently. 2552 on the clock, mirror images, and the birdies are validating this. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. It's time for you to do things your way. It's time for you to break the patterns of your family so you can gain something more, do something differently. And not just your family, it could be your community. You know, it's time to step out of that. It's time to take action and embark on this new journey that you want to embark on, pile 3. Communicating with yourself is crucial. Communicating with those around you is crucial to the success of this mission, should you accept. And if you've already accepted it, then remember, communication is key. Always be honest with yourself. And it's hard to get really honest with ourselves when other people's energies and past energies, whatever, are still on our heart. So in order to clear those off, we have to do these things. You're being called to clear your energy, or to continue clearing your energy if you are already doing so. To not give up on whatever this endeavor is that you are wanting to embark upon. And to be kind to yourself during this time. Love on yourself. See the beauty within yourself. Know that you deserve whatever it is that your heart desires, whether or not the people around you want the same or not. Because your journey is your journey. Your life is your life. You can't live for other people, and if you do, you die very unhappy. If you do, you're always tormented in the back of your mind about what it is that you should be doing or should have done. So fix your vision upon yourself. Fix your vision upon your heart and what you need. And you charge to that. You charge forward to that. 2828 on the clock. Reduces to 1010. That's your ending and your beginning once again. It's time to take action, and you can go the distance. The Queen wants you to know that you have what it takes to step out of your comfort zone if you haven't already, or to remain out of your comfort zone if you've already taken those first steps. You can step out of the comfort zone of living in this pain, of living in the shadows, of living in the unrealistic expectations of other people. You can step out of energies of feeling like you weren't enough for someone or something. You can leave behind any lack, any heartache, anything that made you feel as though you weren't good enough or like you didn't deserve it. Because you're going to love on yourself so much and pour back into your own cup so much that you're going to create fireworks. Baby, you're a firework. Go and show them what you're worth. Make them go high, high, as you head up to the sky, high, high. Spirit wants to end right there. So pile 3, I hope this message resonated with you. Have so much fun, okay? Enjoy life. Let go of other people's baggage, because it is not worth your life. It is not worth the beautiful things that you have lying ahead for you. So, right, the beautiful things, bottom of the deck energy. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you next time. Bye.